my heart almost stopped, because I was like, please, if he's not there, I'm gonna cry, because God was not playing with me. He was not playing. Oh, I get to the location, I see him there. I'm so nervous. I don't even know why I'm nervous, but I get there, I get out the car. He still got the sign. What happens next, you will not believe it, y'all. What's up, Lisa gang, and welcome back to Storytime with Melissa, and it's yours truly, Melissa. So I got a personal question to ask y'all. Have anybody on here ever encountered an angel in real life? Because there's a scripture in the Bible about be careful how you treat strangers, because you may or may not know you may be encountering an angel. And today's story time, I want to talk about that, because I've actually encountered an angel, and it was no coincidence that this was not an angel, or that this was not from the Lord. So kick back and stick with me here, because we going places. So let's get into it. So yes, I just want to start off by saying that it's very imperative that you are obedient when the Lord tells you to move, because your blessings are predicated on your obedience. And when I say that, when God tell you to move, you better move, because it's his will for your life to be blessed. So when we go outside of God's will, it's a big chance that we might end up cursing ourselves. So it will behoove you, it'll behoove me to be obedient. So being obedient, well, not being obedient, almost not being obedient, almost cost me more than I could chew. So let me tell you, this time I was in the process of moving. I just moved into my place. Me and my family packed up and moved into this place. It was so beautiful. We loved it. And we stayed there for about a year. And about the time the year is up, we had to move, because this was around COVID, and the rent was increasing, and it didn't make any sense to pay more rent. So we had to go and find a cheaper place to live. So around this time, we just only stayed here for a year. So nobody have extra money laying around to pack up and move. So mind you, we didn't have moving money to move. So, and then on top of that, 2 of my children caught COVID. So it was very hectic around this time. I had to put on my big girl panties on and do what I had to do. I was going back and forth to the store, getting items to make sure that everybody else in the house was good, and making sure my children that had COVID was being properly cared for as well. So I was going back and forth to the store, grabbing Lysol, grabbing soup, grabbing crackers, ginger ale, medicine, vitamin C, all this stuff to make sure that they were being properly fed, and to make sure that I was disinfecting the house so that nobody else would get sick. And thank God we didn't get sick, but it was a headache. So I was going back and forth, like I said before, and there was always this man I used to see with a sign, him holding up a sign saying that he needs a job. He needs a job. Not will work for food. He wants a job. And I never paid him any attention until this one particular day, where I left the store and my eyes locked in with his eyes. Mind you, I told you guys, I didn't have money to throw away to move, but at that given moment, I only had $20 to my name, child. And y'all already know I know I'm not the only one that has had this situation. So, had $20 in my purse. And once again, I locked eyes with the guy. He saw me and I saw him, but I kept driving. So as I'm driving, I hear an audible voice in my head tell me, give him what you have. So I'm in my mind, I double guess, I rethink everything, and I'm like, man, this is all I have. I only have $20. I'm not about to give this man my last. So I keep driving. I'm driving. I'm getting closer to the house, and as I'm driving, I'm feeling this pull. A pull like a rubber band. Like, take this for instance. This is a great example. So as I'm driving, the guy is still outside of the store, and I'm in my car, and I'm feeling a tug like this. Like, it won't let me go. This is how much of a pull I'm feeling from this man. So I'm still driving. I'm like, well, I'm almost home. I might as well just wait until tomorrow to give him the money. And that voice comes again and says, well, what if he's not there tomorrow? And I'm still ignoring the voice. I'm driving and I'm driving and I'm driving, and as soon as I get into the house, y'all, I love to play gospel music. That's all I listen to. As soon as I play my music, y'all, I kid you not, this voice was so crisp, so clear. It was like my dad was talking to me in front of my face. That voice immediately said, why are you listening to my music when you can't even do what I told you to do? I stopped playing the music, and I'm looking around like, okay, say no more, God. I know that was you. I put down everything I got from the store. I go upstairs, tell my spouse, hey, I need to head back out because God just told me to give this money, give my last to this man. He said, shoot, give him what I got. He passed me his money, and I hurried back downstairs, got into the car, and jetted back to where the guy was at. I was like, oh my gosh. I said, God, please let him be there. Please let this man be there. I promise you, I will give this man my money if he is there, Lord. Please don't let him be gone. I'm driving back to the location the guy was at. He was there. I said, oh, my heart almost stopped, because I was like, please, if he's not there, I'm gonna cry, because God was not playing with me. He was not playing. Oh, I get to the location. I see him there. I'm so nervous. I don't even know why I'm nervous, but I get there. I get out the car. He still got the sign. What happens next, you will not believe it, y'all. I get to him. I start walking up to him, y'all. Why on his shirt, the letters on this man's shirt says God's project? You think that's a coincidence? Please tell me, because after this day, I don't believe in coincidences. God did it. God did this. He did this on my behalf, and I almost missed out on my opportunity for almost rejecting what God told me. He literally had to intervene and stop me dead in my tracks to receive what he wanted to give me. But let's keep going. I get to the guy. The shirt says God's project. I'm like, chills are rolling. Chills are all over my body at this point when I seen that on his shirt. So I say, hello, how you doing? And I said, I want to give you something. God told me to give you this money. This man was not trying to take my money, y'all. He said, no, I don't want the money. I need work. I need to take care of my family. I want to be able to work. Do you know anybody that can give me a job? And I'm like, the way he was looking was like tears wanted to come out of his eyes. And I'm like almost getting teary-eyed from just looking at him. And I say, I'm so sorry. I don't have work for you. I don't know anybody that can give you a job, but I'm definitely going to pray that somebody blesses you with a job. And I said, but the Lord told me to give you this money, so I must do what he tells me to do. So I hand him the money, and he finally takes it after like 3-4 times of me telling him that I'm supposed to be giving him this money. So he finally takes it, and he's like, oh my gosh, God bless you. He's like telling me, thank you so much. And I told him, God bless you. Like, I have no other words because I was so speechless because of what I'm seeing on this guy's shirt, and he's in tears. And I just tell him, God bless you. And he stops and tell me, God bless me. He said, God bless you for life. And he gave me his name. I asked him his name. His name was Lewis, if I'm not mistaken. It was some years ago, like I said, around COVID time. But y'all, that experience was so divine. Like, I never had an encounter like this before. And as I left, when he told me God bless me for life, like, I really felt that. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, like, God, this was really you. You are so real. If I will never ever doubt you ever, because you're so real. Like, you literally took the time out to stop me, to make sure that I went to go give to this man. And I just drove off in such awe. And I'm telling my friend, I'm telling my spouse. And at that point, it didn't even dawn to me when I was giving the guy the money that he could have been an angel. But everybody was confirming with me, like, you encountered an angel, girl. Like, that was an angel. And I just drove back home, and I was just so amazed at what God did for me. And it was just so good. It was, I had so much joy, and I was like, God, I will never, even though we still do things that we not supposed to do, but when you tell me to do something, I'm gonna do it. And lo and behold, after I gave that man that money, God made a way for me to receive more than what I gave him. That little $20 that may not mean anything to most people, but it meant something to somebody that could not even come up with that type of money. And God blessed me with a way to move. He blessed me with a place, because even at that time it was hard to find places because how much rent had increased. And even then, like, that's a whole nother story. When I was looking for a place, it was like 20 people to one open house, and he literally like put a place in front of me, and I almost missed out on that. But thank God he reordered my steps and put me in position to get into the place. So the moral of the story is, you better listen to God. Because your obedience is predicated upon your blessings. Now, like, don't be foolish. Listen to God. He has our best interests at heart. And I hope this message, this story time, bless somebody, and to let somebody know that listening and your obedience is better than your sacrifice. Because God tell you to keep my commandments. That's being obedient. So whatever he tell you, that is what he is commanding you to do. So that's all I have for today. Don't forget to follow your girl, like, comment, and share. If you have any experiences that I've encountered, if you had any encounters, drop it in the comment section below. And don't forget to never put yourself in a box, because God is not in a box. God created you to create. So get the creating. Peace, y'all. Love you.